And then I remembered that I wanted to do this other part to this video. So I did the video the other day and I was talking all about the things around sometimes when we're trying to improve ourselves or we want to improve our life, we find it really fucking hard to do it because it actually deep down we feel like we're rejecting a part of ourselves. And it makes it hard for us to change because really we don't want to change. We just want to be loved and accepted exactly as we are, right? We believe somewhere inside of us that we're worthy. And it's totally true. Every single person is absolutely worthy of love and worthy of acceptance. No matter what they look like, no matter what they've done, no matter what they're currently doing. And here's the catch. You absolutely are always worthy, period. And if what you are experiencing in your life isn't what you want, then that's when you've got to question, do I want to stay the way I am? I'll give you an example of my own personal example of what I mean by this. So, when I was younger, my siblings and my, family members would tell me that I was such a bitch. I was just such a bitch, Amy. You're so blah, 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 blah. And I never understood it and I never saw it. I'm like, no, I'm not. Because I knew my heart, I'm not a bitch. I fucking care deeply and I am full of love and I'm awesome. But I didn't see myself very clearly back then. Not really. And what it was is all my shit around anxiety and depression and my anger. I had so much rage in me. I was very angry. It was controlling me, right? Controlling me. So I was run by my emotions, so that I would see rage really quickly, and I would just feel so much anger, and it's true. I did. I was like, I would swear. I would want to smash things. I'd break plates or something like that if I felt a lot of rage, and I didn't understand why. But I tell you this much: when you react to things for so long, you believe it's like I always forget this word. It's valid, like it's, I forget this word I don't know why this word escapes me. But it seems like the reaction that you're giving is equal and proper to the stimuli, right? And that's how I used to feel. I'm like, well, this is a just way of reacting towards what I felt was not safe, right? Was an attack on me. So I felt that the response I was giving was just and it was even. Then I started growing up a little bit and I started realizing, you know what, this is not even. I'm fully overreacting a lot. Like feeling pure rage go through my body, searing through my system and smashing things and just fucking being so angry. Didn't make any sense to what was in front of me, but I felt so fucking unsafe. So unsafe, and I just want to attack, because that's my fight or flight program. I fight. So I had to really ask myself, how can I change this? And I remember the very time that I decided to make this change. It was fucking hard, and this is exactly what's going to happen with everyone who suffers from anxiety. You're going to have to make the same choice and the same decision. And I've explained this in some of my videos that I've sent out to you guys already. You have this choice. You're at this pivotal point, and it's in the midst of rage. It is in the midst of the pure emotion that you are feeling in that moment. If you can pause in that moment and not react, and it's very much like a Matrix moment. Have you seen the Matrix and the bullets are flying? And then they slow down towards Keanu, and then he looks at them because he's slowed down. And he looks at them and he realizes they're not real, and they drop. And that he has absolute power over them. That's exactly like you and your emotions. You have the power to change. Ultimately have the power to change. if you want to. Change the experience. Now, I didn't want to have this experience all the time of being told I'm a bitch and told that I was this and that, because I didn't feel I was. I still don't think I am. I was just doing what felt right. I was reacting and responding to something that felt not safe for me, and it felt just. And I had to stop, and I had that matrix moment. My mother had sent me a text message at work, and I the week before, when I wasn't at work, this is when I was doing FIFO, fly out to work, fly and back. Anyway, we had a discussion at home, and I'd lost my shit. I fucking just lost my shit. Boom, rage was there, click, straight into just, my mouth went to town. And this mouth is, when it's unleashed and there's rage behind it, it's ugly. And I smashed stuff, and I just felt this pure rage going through my system. Now, I knew when I went to my bedroom, like the naughty little girl that I was, after that, having that rage fit, I sat on my bed and I thought, what is this? Why am I so angry? And in that moment, that first time, I couldn't figure it out. Then when I went to work and my mum texted me, and the same thing happened. She pushed a button, boom, and I just saw rage immediately. And I'm at work, and I'm like, the rage is pulsating through me, and instead of letting it out while I was at work, I sat in the rage. I sat in the eye of the storm, and I watched the storm rage around me. Pure rage and pure adrenaline searing through my body, and I started to slowly breathe, and I slowed down, and I didn't react like I always had, and that's when I started to see what I was actually hearing. What I was hearing through what my mum was saying. The words that she was saying to me were not what I was hearing. The words that she was saying to me were being heard through the filter of anxiety. So my brain, in a split second, had literally translated her words into my head as, you're not good enough, I don't trust you, rejection. 3 things that to a little kid are the ultimate fucking pain. And that's what I had been hearing. I had been hearing those 3 things, and it hit me like, it was like, holy shit, mind blowing. I couldn't believe what I had just heard. That is why, and it explains purely why I felt so much rage. Of course I'm going to feel rage if I feel like that from my mum. That's what's going to happen, right? Rejection. And of course rage, because what's behind the rage is pain. Deep pain and hurt. Behind anger, it's usually always fucking pain. It's always fear of something, right? No one wants to feel the pain, so it's easier to feel rage and anger than it is to feel pain. And that was the pivotal point in my life where I started to change stuff. And I started to choose to, when I saw that coming, when I felt that rage coming, and I didn't get it every single time, I had to practice, I would breathe into that and be like, what am I actually hearing? What is actually being said right now? And it happened like many times. Like my sister was in the other room and we were, I don't know, arguing about something, and I lost it. I lost it at her. And she's like, you're overreacting, from the other room. I'm like, I know. And then it became funny, because it's like, I don't actually know why I'm reacting so angry, because it's that quick, right? It is literally an electrical pulse that goes through. It's this button that's pressed, and then boom, electrical. The reaction or response is immediate. And that was something that I wanted to change. Was I worthy? Was I still worthy of love? Absolutely, 100% I was when I was a bitch. But I didn't want to have that life experience anymore. I wanted something more than that. I wanted to have better connection with people. I wanted to have more fun. And I didn't want to live the rest of my life in fucking rage. Living life angry and defensive is just not fun. And it really does feel like an attack on who you are when people are trying to tell you that what you're doing is hurting them but you feel completely justified in your reaction because you're in so much fear and you're in so much self-defense that you can't see it. It feels right. So for someone who lives in anxiety and self-defense all the fucking time, to change is the fucking greatest, takes the greatest amount of courage. Total courage to do that. Because it means putting down your shield, putting down your armor, putting down your guns, and moving through some shit that will scare the hell out of you. But it is so fucking worth it, because it's not about not being good enough. It's about having freedom from these ways that you've been so that you can be who you really actually are. See me, I've actually always been really a huge heart, very loving, very soft, but I was hard as nails. I had this armor on me, thick like a fucking fortress, concrete wall of a castle. You were not getting in, and I never let anyone in. And the beautiful thing is, I actually have a gift now that I don't have to let anyone in if I don't want to. Boom, can't get in. If I want to, but I don't have to anymore. I don't have to live in defense. So think about that. That might not be what you experience, but just think about that. Just think, what is showing up in my life outside of me? What are people constantly or consistently saying to me from the outside? What are they saying about me to me that I'm rejecting and pushing away because it hurts? Start paying attention to what are they actually saying, because there might be something in it. And then ask yourself, could it maybe if I get rid of the rage, maybe I'll have better connections with my family. Maybe I have better connection with my friends and humans in general, and I don't have to live in fear and defense. You are always worthy. You were born worthy. But when we get rid of these fucking traumas, these shitty belief programs that have been instilled into us, and this way of living in defense and fear, and anger, behind anger is always pain, then you have real freedom, which is what you always want. But instead of having to control your freedom, you don't have to do that at all. You can just be free to be you. Just something to think about today. Just wanted to share that from my experience of life. Yep, and that's pretty much it. Today I went and bought some lipstick, and I pretty much licked it off though, because I just wanted to, because I don't usually buy stuff like that, but I felt like doing something girly, yeah, because I can. That's all. What's today? It is Saturday. 2 more days till Christmas, and to everyone out there who celebrates it, have an awesome one. Whatever you're doing, man, remember, if you're with your family and you can't stand them, go and tap. In fact, this is the fucking most awesome, epic time to figure out what your triggers are. If you're triggered and you're having emotional responses and you feel the same way you always have every Christmas with your family, and it's been unpleasant and not fun, this is your greatest opportunity to breathe and figure it out. Do I have to live in defense with my family for the rest of my fucking life? Or am I willing to really see what it is that I'm hearing and what's actually going on? Am I ready to let go? Am I ready to forgive? Am I ready to be water? Am I ready to be more flexible? Because if you are, it's not them. I mean, they might get benefits from it too, but it's you who are going to benefit the most. And you will love yourself for it. Have an amazing Christmas. I'll probably get on at Christmas and say some more shit to you, because why not, right? That's all from me today. Have a fucking amazing day. You are worth it.